Hey Mikey, how are you, man? Hey, quick question. What are the Dominicans?
Saint Dominic de Guzman, the founder of the Order of Preachers in 1216, traveled through Spain and southern France with Bishop Osmo, and they encountered many confused people who believed that the physical world was evil and created by an evil God. Dominic saw the need for good preachers who could explain the truth of Catholic faith and reconcile those who had fallen away. The Dominicans have given the church some of her greatest saints, including St. Thomas Aquinas, St. Catherine of Siena, and St. Martin de Porres. We have spread devotion to the Blessed Virgin Mary through the gift of the Most Holy Rosary, promoted the Holy Name Society and the Angelic War Confraternity since their earliest days, and have exclusively served as theologians to the papal household.
Hey man, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
What are vocations?
A vocation is more than an ordinary call. A vocation is a call from God, and anyone who has felt God's call knows that the process is anything but simple. When most people think of vocation as what they are called to do in life, it is important to understand that the first and most important call from God is a call to be the universal call as well. Also, the Dominicans, as a member of the Order of Preachers, we are called to follow in Dominic's footsteps, imitating his mercy and preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ in the out of season. Our life is in common, along with our time in study and at prayer, allows us to share the fruits of our contemplation and proclaim the good news to every land and nation.
Hey Nikki, quick question. What are religious orders?
A religious order is a lineage of communities and organizations of people who live in some way set apart from society in ordinance with the specific religious devotion, usually categorized by principles of its founders' religious practice.
What's up, dude? Yo, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
What are the sacraments of holy orders?
The holy orders. In the Catholic Church, there are three orders: bishop, priest, and deacon. In the phrase holy orders, the word holy simply means set apart from some purpose.
What does the priest represent?
The priest represents Christ. What is implied by representing someone? In ordinary language, it usually means being delegated by someone to be present in his place, to speak and act in his deed because the person he represents is absent from the practical action.
What is the daily life of a Dominican priest?
So at 5 a.m. he rises. At 5:40 he has a morning prayer. At 7 he has a mid-morning prayer. 7:30 the Holy Mass, and then breakfast around then. And then 9 is work period. 11:25 midday prayer. 20 is Angelus dinner. At 1 p.m. recreation. At 2 o'clock silence, spiritual reading, and study and rest period. 3 o'clock mid-afternoon prayer, private prayer. At 4 o'clock work period and possibly study. At 6 o'clock Angelus Vesper, evening prayer. At 6:30 is supper. At 7:30 is recreation, and at 8:30 is complying night prayer and retire.
Hey, can I ask you another question?
Mhm.
What is the application process of a Dominican priest?
The application process is a time of mutual discernment between the candidate and the province, during which the candidate obtains a greater familiarity with the order of preachers, and is able to clarify his own desire and learn more about Dominican.
So what are holy orders?
Holy orders, the sacraments of rite of ordination as a member of the Christian clergy, especially in the grades of bishops, priests, and deacons. The formation of holy orders.
So the formation of holy orders is the essential formation rite of the sacrament of holy orders for all 3 degrees, consisting of bishops in position of hands on the head of the ordinand and in the bishop's specific consecratory prayer, asking God for the outpouring of the Holy Spirit and its gifts proper to the ministry to which the candidate is being ordained.
What are the effects of the sacraments?
So the sacrament of holy orders, which is the effects of sacrament, like the sacrament of baptism and the sacrament of confirmation, can only be received for once each level of ordination. Once the man has been ordained, he is spiritually changed, which is the origin of the saying, once a priest, always a priest.
What is the matter and form of holy orders?
So the matter of holy orders is laying on of hands. The form of holy orders is, we ask you, all powerful Father, give these servants of yours the dignity of the presbytery. Renew the spirit of holiness within them. By your divine gift, may they attain the second order in clergy and exemplify right conduct in their lives.
What is the initial form of holy orders?
So, to become a Dominican priest, they start 5 years of simple vows, and then brothers are eligible to make solemn profession. Then the clerical brothers extend another 2 years, during which the brothers are ordained as a traditional deacon and then as a priest. Each brother may vary, depending on his level of education and individual talents, which will rank him to a higher or lower priest.